What's up, everyone? Today we are doing a reading for What is Your Current Energy? This is another reading that was requested. I have a list of them. I'll probably mention it at the beginning of every reading, but the next couple readings are going to be our requests. I'm really grateful for the ideas and the fact that anyone wants to request anything at all. Um, anyway, as I was saying, we will be doing a reading for What is Your Current Energy today. So what is your current vibe? We're going to have 4 different piles. Pile number 1 is going to be the Jack of Clubs. Pile number 2 is going to be the 8 of Hearts. Pile number 3 is going to be the 8 of Spades. And pile number 4 is going to be the King of Clubs. And for the collective, I've got the 4 of Spades. So your current energy is laying low. Everyone's kind of been laying low. I'm getting not so much hermit period as, well, 4 of Swords. The 4 of Spades is indicative of the 4 of Swords. And that's strong resting energy, right? You guys have been really playing it low. You guys have been on the down low. I'm getting that you've been really low key lately, but I think that that's going to stop for the most of you soon. People have been keeping an eye on you. I definitely get the vibe that people have been keeping an eye on you guys and waiting for you to come back on the game, come back in the game. So for the piles again, pile number 1, we've got the Jack of Clubs. Pile number 2, we've got the 8 of Hearts. Pile number 3, we've got the 8 of Spades. And pile number 4, we've got the King of Clubs. Starting off with pile number 1 and the Jack of Clubs. I keep wanting to say the Jack of Wands. It's the Knight of Wands. The Jack of Clubs is indicative of Knight of Wands energy. I'm getting strong Sagittarius vibes. Some of you might be gearing up for a trip. If not a trip, then a movement. If not in the body and the mind. I'm definitely getting a movement here. Like, if the communal energy was this feeling of coming out of a resting period, this is a very, very succinct version of that. All right, and we've got the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Coins. Yeah, you guys are getting ready to start something. And the Queen of Cups is indicative of Cancer energy, so that's really strong home energy. I'm getting that for a lot of you, you're getting ready to start some kind of a legacy, some kind of, you're getting ready to start something big is what I'm getting. Something that you've maybe been preparing for a long time. And we've got the 3 of Wands. Yeah, you've been preparing for this. This 3 of Wands is indicated by a girl climbing out of the depths, right? So it's not just the typical 3 of Wands energy where we're looking out and we're following our goals and we're following our dreams. This is about like going uphill. I'm getting that this has been like an uphill battle. You guys have been planning and prepping for this for a long time. You guys have been working for this for a long time. I'm definitely getting that people are waiting for you guys to come back on the scene. You're very popular spirits. Definitely getting very popular energy. If you don't feel that way, there are a lot of people who are very interested in you. Very, very interesting people. People are definitely excited to see what you come out with next. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure that they're right to be excited because there's definitely a sense here that you are finishing up preparations and getting ready to move forward with actual progress. Yeah, and we've got the 10 of Coins. Yeah, legacy energy. You're getting ready to move forward with actual progress. I'm seeing like 8 of Swords energy almost. I am getting the sense that like you've been keeping things low key because you are I'm getting afraid of, maybe not necessarily afraid of failure, or maybe necessarily afraid of failure, the Ten of Swords. Like, I'm getting that you guys have been keeping it low key because you're not trying to, you don't want to put yourself out on a limb and have the whole thing come crashing down, basically. I totally get it, especially when you're dreaming big. And I get that this isn't just a big dream for a lot of you, for all of you, actually. This is something that's really important to you. Like, it's not just a big goal. It's something, yeah, the Queen of Wands, Aries energy. It's something that really makes you fired up. It really makes you want to go out and get it. I'm getting a very dual energy here that's like almost a push and pull, where you really want to go, you really want to get this. It's very important to you, but it's so important to you that you don't necessarily want to risk failure. You don't necessarily want to risk rejection. Your energy is definitely showing that you are starting to lean more towards the action side of things, though. I'm definitely getting that you guys can't stay in stasis about this forever. It's too important to you. It's too big in your life, and it's too big in your energy. You're going to follow it. You're going to follow your goals and your dreams. That is at least where your energy is pulling you. If you've been feeling really restless lately, like if you've been feeling like you can't really sit in one spot for too long, or like if you have moments where you feel like you can't really sit in a spot for too long, or you've been like waking up earlier than usual, having a harder time going to sleep than usual, it's your energy telling you that things are about to get shaken up, like things are about to change. This like low-key energy that you've been keeping, that's not where you're going to be at soon. Yeah, the Hanged Man, this like waiting energy that you've been sitting in, it's time for that to change. And the push you need is coming, I'm getting. For some of you, the push you need has already come, and you're just trying to figure out the best way to move forward. All right. What more can we know, please, about what your current energy is like? And we've got the King of Coins. We're getting lots of royalty coming out. You're even indicated, your pile is even indicated by what would be a suit card, like a court card. You guys are definitely coming into your power. Very much coming into your power. Coming out of this period of, it doesn't necessarily feel like a hermit period. It just feels like a period where you've been kind of restricted. It started as like a Four of Swords energy, where you were kind of just resting. You were on the down low. You were biding your time. And it slowly became more of an Eight of Swords energy, where waiting feels restrictive. It's because you're done with the waiting. It's because it's time for you to move forward. And energetically, you can feel that. And we've got Justice. Yeah, you're looking for balance. Your energy is looking for balance. That's what it's craving right now, is what I'm getting. Definitely a need for balance. And the balance that you're going to find is going to be moving forward. We've got the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Coins. Yeah, the peace that you're looking for, and the equilibrium that you're looking for, that justice energy of like equilibrium, balance, it's coming in the form of a new beginning. It's going to require you to move. It's going to require you to get up and like move forward, whether that's literally or figuratively, but it will bring you a brand new beginning that will feel much, much better and will bring you amazing things. The Ace of Coins in this deck it's depicted by Jack and the Beanstalk. The Ace of Coins being the magic bean that grew the beanstalk, right? You might have big dreams, but I'm getting that once you start following them, they're going to get even bigger than you could have hoped. Like, you are meant for very big things. And those very big things are going to start happening to you very, very soon. If you've been feeling jittery, if you've been feeling like you can't necessarily pin down why you are feeling so, the word anxious comes to mind. Know that it's kind of like how animals can predict that storms are on the way. or massive weather changes are on the way. You're just sensing the fact that energetically you're getting ready to move. You're getting ready to, I'm hearing transform. You're definitely getting ready for a really big transformation. The goals that you've set for yourself, moving towards them, chasing them, it will be a journey that will transform you. All right. We've got the Emperor. Yeah, and that's more Aries energy. This is something that's going to require you to take a head start. This is something that's going to require you to, I'm getting Chariot energy, charge at the front of the pack. You know what I mean? You have everything in you that you need to really succeed in this. You've been keeping it on the low for a long time. I'm getting like preparing, and this is definitely preparing energy. I think that's part of why it feels restricting after a while, because you don't have to prepare anymore. There's nothing to prepare anymore. It's just time to start moving forward. And until you start doing that, it will feel restless. You'll feel restless. All right. What more can we know, please? Oh. What more can we know, please, about what your current energy is? What is your current vibe? All right. And we've got the Four of Coins. Yeah, the Four of Coins. And it's the first card that's been pulled from the deck. Hasn't like literally jumped out at me while I've been talking. You've gotten very, very clear messages this whole time. This first card being pulled out is the only card so far that is indicative of staying still. The Four of Coins is about secure homes. At its worst, though, it can be being miserly. You know what I mean? Like, not necessarily selfish, but very constricting with your time, with your energy, with your money. Like, this is the energy of not taking risks. It's the energy of having enough and knowing that you have enough and being content with having enough. I am getting that you are content on some level with what you have. It's not that you're like unhappy with your life. It's not that you're miserable where you're at. It's just that you know energetically that there are better horizons for you. You don't have to be miserable where you're at to want better things. You don't have to be in a horrible situation to want to be in a better situation. It's normal, you know what I mean? It's healthy to want to move forward and expand your horizons, expand your life. And that's kind of where you're sitting right now. This four of coins, she looks on the verge of being almost uncomfortable, right? Almost like she's guarding those almost like she's guarding the pentacles behind her, right? Like she's afraid to let them go. There's a sense of fear that's coming through with this particular Four of Coins. And that is indicative of that jitteriness, of that restlessness that you've been feeling lately, that need in your energy to move, to find your path, to move forward on it. And we've got the Queen of Cups. More of that royal energy. You're meant for very big things. The Queen of Cups is also very intuitive. Again, you've been feeling very, very intuitive messages lately. All of this restlessness, all of how it's impacting your life and has been impacting how you've been operating lately. It's your intuition sharpening. It's your intuition picking up on something. You are going through a very profound intuitive change right now. You're very sensitive. You're very, very sensitive to intuition, and I'm getting sensitive to other people's energies right now. Like, it might be important for you to make sure that you are conscientious with who you let into your energy and who you allow to, I'm getting whose advice you take. Like, be conscientious about whose advice you take right now. And we've got the Fool, and the Fool sit at the exact center of the 5-card spread here. You're in it for a new beginning. It's time for a new beginning for you, a very beautiful new beginning, in fact. You just need to take the first couple steps, and that's where your energy is pushing you right now. That's where your energy wants to go. Sorry about that, guys. That was a phone call I had to take. Anyway, as I was saying, you are at the precipice of a very big new beginning of yourself. Like, look how excited she looks. Like, you're at the beginning, or you're at the start of something very new and very big in your life. And your energy is resonating with that. Your energy is picking up on the fact that something really big is on the horizon. And we've got the Ten of Wands following up. And it will be work. I am definitely getting that it will be work. I'm getting that it will be the exact opposite of the energy that you've been in, that four of pentacles, four of swords energy, that very, very down low, low key energy. It's going to be the exact opposite of that. And I get how that can be intimidating, is the word that comes to mind. Like, this is very overwhelming energy, going immediately from a very, not necessarily restricted, but a very closed off energy per se, to an energy where you're really putting yourself out there. And I am definitely getting that you're going to have to put yourself out there here. Like, it can be a whole lot. You're definitely getting the message to prepare yourself mentally for big changes coming. That's why your energy is already trying to prepare you for it. That's why your energy is at where it's at. You are being prepared for very, very big changes in your life, and very big changes to how your life will operate for a while. And we've got the Seven of Cups. It will bring you lots of opportunities, though. What's coming is not just, it's just the beginning. You're not just going to be on this one path. This one path is going to lead you into so many different options. It's going to lead you into so many different opportunities. There's a lot ahead of you, a whole lot ahead of you. Like, the Seven of Cups showing up at the end of the reading, with the Four of Pentacles starting it off, and the Fool sitting in the dead center. You're leaving behind that comfort for something much bigger, for a lot of things that are much bigger. You're leaving behind what feels like security for things that will bring you, I'm getting, like, true security in yourself. I'm getting, like, you're going to get opportunities that are going to make you feel very good about yourself, that are going to be very validating in your talents, validating in the work that you've put in. It's just going to be very, very validating. You're going to get strong validation coming soon that all of the work that you've been putting in, all of the preparation that you've been having, that you've been putting into yourself, it's all going to pay off. It all likely already has paid off, because you already have everything that you need to not just succeed, but to kill it at whatever your plan is, to kill it at whatever you've been prepping for. And we've got the Five of Coins with that out in the cold feeling. You will feel better when you start moving, when you start getting that movement in, when you start warming up out in the cold. You'll feel a whole lot better. I'm sorry that you've been feeling so, this energy is so, it's not off-putting, but it's so uncomfortable. It feels very, very restless. The word that keeps coming up is restless. It feels like my stutter. Sometimes comfort is restricting. And sometimes comfort becomes restricting after a while. And I think that's just kind of where you're sitting at. And I think for some of you, that's where you've been sitting at for a while now. And we've got the Lord. You'll feel a lot better when you start moving, though. Like, you are worth so much more, I'm getting, than you even realize. Like, there's so much more worth in you than what you think you're capable of. The Four of Coins energy, Four of Pentacles energy is all about having enough. It's about having enough to be comfortable. It's about having enough to be content. It's about having enough, not more, not less. You have so much more in you than just being content. You have so much more in you than just being comfortable. And it can be so scary to leave that comfort, but you need to see all of the potential, you know what I mean? You need to see all of what life has to offer you. And life has a ton to offer you. That Seven of Cups is even indicated or even depicted by Aladdin and all of the genies and the lamps. You know what I mean? Like wishes. We're talking wishes coming true. We're talking wish fulfillments. Like there's amazing things ahead of you, and your energy is prepping you for that. Your energy is definitely it's putting you on the radar. Like it's letting you know that you have things on the horizon coming towards you that you need to be prepared for. Big life changes. And we've got house, gift, and misfortune. Yet big things, all neutral, good, bad. Like there's so many things on the horizon for you. It won't all be good. It won't it will all be worth it though. I'm getting it might not all be good initially, but it will all be very, very worth it. What's going to feel uncomfortable, what's going to feel the most like a house burning down in a fire is the fact that things are going to change really drastically for you. That's why already you're feeling all of this like jitteriness towards it. Like things are going to change very, very drastically for you, and it's going to take some getting used to. It'll be a little bit of an adjustment period at first, I'm getting. But it will be a gift. You will be rewarded for all of your work, and you will be rewarded for sticking it out. I'm hearing you were not brought this far you were not brought this far to fail now. Like you weren't brought this far to be abandoned now. All right. What more can you know, please, about what your current energy is? I'm hearing if I were a gambling man, I'd bet on you. You have a lot more in you than I think maybe you've been feeling lately. You might have been going through a really rough spot lately. If that's the case, know that you are much more valuable than you have been feeling. Even if you haven't been going through a rough spot, you're a whole lot more valuable than you know. And there's a lot ahead of you that's going to really make that value shine and really validate all of that value that you have. And we've got size. Yeah, and size coming up right over the Four of Coins. Again, you are comfortable and you've been comfortable, but comfort can become restricting. I'm getting that it's trepidatious. There's something very trepidatious about the sighing. You know what I mean? Like, you know that there are other things out there. You know that there are greener pastures that exist. I'm getting that for some of you, it's a question of, are those greener pastures for you? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. You deserve all the good things in life. You deserve all the best things in life. The answer is yes. And we've got waiting next. Like, look at how they're both so passive in their posture. They're both so like not necessarily sad, but we've got like melancholic almost. Like, you can be happier, basically. Like, you can be happier, you can be more comfortable, you can be in a better spot, and that's where you're headed. You're headed there very quickly, too, is what I'm getting. Like, you're being prepared very quickly for very big transformations in your life, basically. Your energy is, like, vibrating with it. And the old woman is indicative of intuition. The old woman coming up right in the middle of the 5-card spread too. Again, it's confirmation of the fact that your intuition is sharpening. You are becoming much, much more intuitive. You're becoming much more in tune with both yourself and any kind of higher power that you may believe in. You are very, very well blessed, is what I'm getting. And you're being pushed in the direction that you're being pushed in because the blessings that you were given were not meant to just sit around. Like, the blessings that you were given were meant to be used, were meant to actually be taken advantage of. And you have too many gifts to not use them. Like, you have been very, very gifted in this lifetime. Again, you're worth a whole lot more than you know, but your intuition has been telling you recently. You've been picking up, I'm getting, on the fact that, like, there's more out there. There's more for you. And you're right. You're totally right. You're totally on point. There's more out there. There's more for you. Your energy is pushing you towards it. And we've got the wife. And the wife coming up right over the Ten of Wands. Again, what I'm seeing is housework. Like, this will require a lot of changing in your day-to-day life. Like this isn't just a big change in like the overall big picture. This is also a change that will affect like the nitty-gritty details of your life, the everyday details of your life. You're going to be seeing very big changes coming towards you. You're going to be seeing changes in your life that again will require a little bit more work. You're going to be seeing things in your life changing that will require a little bit more work from you. It'll all be very, very worth it in the end, but it will definitely require just a little bit more elbow grease than what you're doing right now as far as like the details of everything goes. And we've got the priest. You're being asked to trust. You're definitely being asked to trust your intuition. And the priest lining up right over the Seven of Cups. Again, you're being asked to trust where you're being guided. With everything that lays before you, you're just being asked to believe in yourself and believe in the fact that all of these options really do exist for you. Believe in the fact that there really is amazing things out there for you and that you can grab it, that you do have it in you to take it and actually take advantage of it. And we've got the Merchant. You're clever. You're very clever. You're very slick. I'm getting that you're very good with your words too. All of these things are going to come in handy. You are very, very talented and your talents are about to shine. It's going to shine. Your talents are about to shine in a very, very big way is what I'm getting. Your energy, I'm so excited for you. Like this energy is very, very... Saying this energy is energetic sounds very stupid, but it's the only thing that comes to mind. Like this energy is almost vibrating with life. You have so much coming towards you. It is a very, very wonderful feeling, but I can get how it could be very overwhelming. Make sure to take breaks. Make sure to rest yourself. Make sure to drink water and to eat. Like that's what we're talking about when we talk about like the nitty-gritty finer details in your life. Don't let yourself get so caught up in everything that you're doing that you forget to like feed yourself, that you forget to like take care of yourself, that you let your actual physical self and your mental self and your spiritual self like go by the wayside because so much is going on in your life now. That's the one warning that you are getting. Everything though, everything, you have so many things to be excited about. There's so much on the horizon waiting for you. It's going to be a wonderful experience and it's just the beginning. All right, loves, that is what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I will see you next time. Bye. All right, and we are on pile number 2 with the 8 of Hearts. Now, the 8 of Hearts is indicative of 8 of Cups energy. There's already this feeling that you are moving away from, for most of you, it will be someone, but for some of you, it's going to be something, like a group of people almost, like a job or a work, like some kind of like work or school environment, a friend group of some sort. This is definitely the energy of departure, though. Your energy is saying, and for some of you, this is just a feeling. This hasn't like actually evolved into any sort of action yet. But I'm definitely getting that your energy has been pushing you away from someone or something lately. Intuitively, you've been feeling that it's time for you to move on. And the 8 of Cups isn't about like really dramatic falling outs or bridges being burned or anything like that. That can be the case, but yeah, the Chariot reversed. The 8 of Cups isn't necessarily about being like having it be a big deal, you know what I mean? Chariot energy, riding at the front of the pack. The 8 of Cups is almost the exact opposite of that, in fact. The 8 of Cups is this energy of moving away in the dead of night. So for a lot of you, this is just the intuitive push that it's time for you to close a certain chapter in your life. And there's definitely a certain amount of nostalgia here. There's definitely a certain sense of like almost melancholy here. But I'm getting that you know. I'm getting that you definitely know that it's time for you to move on and that you've outgrown the spot that you're at. See, these cards keep almost flipping in my hand. They keep just not flipping enough for me to not see them. It's the energy of knowing that you have to take a step and not quite taking it yet. This will require leaving your comfort zone, and I'm definitely getting that kind of energy. Your energy is asking you to leave your comfort zone. It's asking you to do something that you would normally not do. But it's for the sake of growth. It's for the sake of becoming who you're meant to be. You can't move into a new chapter in your life until you close the old one. You know what I mean? And your energy is definitely pushing you towards a new chapter in your life. All right, what more can we know, please, about what your current energy is like? What is your current vibe? Definitely getting strong nostalgic vibes. For a lot of you, this is someone who is someone or something very, very important to you that's been in your life for a very long time. Like, it's just, this is a big deal. Like, it is a big deal for you to be, even if you're not like cutting this person out of your life, even if you're not moving away from this job to never see it again, like, there's this energy of needing to separate yourself from something, and it hurts. Like, I'm definitely getting a very melancholy energy. It hurts. There's a certain level of nostalgia here that I'm seeing almost like a really tightened fist, like someone not wanting to let go. For some of you, this is a very, very, I'm not going to say toxic, but codependent relationship, though. Like, you're coming to realize the fact that it's not necessarily the healthiest situation for you, and that's why you have to leave. It's not even necessarily that you want to go, it's just that it's what's best for you, and you know it's what's best for you. Your energy is definitely reassuring you that moving on, moving forward, it is in fact what is best for you. Yeah, temperance. It'll bring you health. It'll bring you peace. For some of you, it'll bring you actual physical health. Like, being around negative influences is negatively impacting how you live your life to the point where it's affecting your health. And moving away from these influences, moving away from this person or these people, you'll see actual physical benefits from it. I feel almost like I'm channeling your energy, trying to convince you that this is the right move. It's a very melancholy feeling. Like, you definitely will do better in the next chapter of your life. Like, you'll be happier, you'll be more comfortable, you'll be more content. But there is something sad about closing out a chapter. There is something sad about moving on from people who are important to you. Alright, what more can we know, please, about what your current energy is? What is your current vibe like? Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that if you don't separate yourself, if you don't find a way to like move gracefully into the next chapter of your life, there will be some kind of like big event that pushes you into, I'm getting like argument energy. Like, there will be some kind of big event that will highlight the fact that this chapter is over for you. Like, it's time for you to move on. There's better, greener pastures for you ahead of you. Like, if you don't make the move now, something will happen that will push it. Like, it will be highlighted either way. We're getting Knight of Wands energy popping out here. Like, you're meant to move forward. Look at how excited she looks. Like, you're meant to move forward. You're meant to be. This is a time of movement for you. And I'm getting fun. Like, I'm almost getting like fun. It's really funny because I'm getting like summer fun energy. Like, going down to a lake, partying till like 10 o'clock at night when the sun finally starts going down if you're in the northern hemisphere. Like, I'm getting real party vibes. It's funny because I'm currently sitting, this reading is timeless, but I'm currently sitting in like the middle of January and outside looks awful. Thinking about having sudden flashes of in my head of going down to a lake and partying like that was very, very funny. All right, we've got the Three of Wands. Yeah, look at how she's climbing out. It's time for movement. It's definitely time for movement for you. And she's climbing up and out. Again, I'm getting that it's not that you're better than where you're sitting at right now. It's that you have outgrown where you're sitting at right now. You're on to bigger and better things. Sorry about that, guys. That was a phone call I had to take. Anyway, as I was saying, you're climbing your way out of things. You're climbing your way into a bigger and brighter future. Your energy is pushing you. And that is the right word for it, too. Your energy is trying to push you forward. All right. What more can we know, please, about what your energy is like right now? How are you vibing right now? All right, and we've got the Six of Wands. Yeah, you're meant to move forward. Look at how there's no one else in the shot. There are people in the background holding spears, but you can't see any of them. It's just her in the shot. You are meant to ride solo forward. I'm definitely getting that you're meant to really. And when you start moving forward, you'll start getting things to really celebrate. The Six of Wands is about celebration. The Six of Wands is about victory. Like, moving forward is going to feel like a huge victory for you. Moving on to the next chapter of your life, it's going to feel huge and really rewarding for you. And we've got the Three of Swords. And back to that nostalgic energy, though, it will be painful to... She's shearing off her feathers in this particular Three of Swords. It will be painful to have to molt out of the current chapter of your life. Again, it's almost like you keep getting that reassurance that even though it hurts, you're meant to keep going. You're not meant to stop. It's an unfortunate side effect of the transformation. Going from one chapter to another is almost like molting a skin, and that can be painful. That can look painful, in fact, you know? This transformation might be hard for you, but there's a lot of victory there's a lot of victory ahead of you. You're headed towards a lot of really great things. You just need to close out this chapter in your life. And we've got the Nine of Coins. Now, both of these cards, what sticks out the most is the fact that, again, they are alone celebrating their prosperity. They are being featured alone, celebrating what they have earned. You are meant to move forward by yourself. And I'm getting that can be kind of scary in and of itself. You know what I mean? Like, to commit to big changes that are supposed to be handled all on your own. I'm getting that you have support. Like, there are people supporting her. There are people in the shot. You just can't see them. You have support, and you'll find even more support where you're going. But all of the major growth that's happening in your life right now, you might feel like you don't fit where you're at because you have outgrown where you're at. You've just moved on to, You need to move on to a bigger, brighter space because you're outshining where you're currently at. You don't fit anymore. And we've got the Queen of Coins, another singular figure and another person who is holding that coin and very, very happy, very, very proud. You are going to feel really proud of yourself when you move forward. This is a really big thing I'm getting. Like, this is a really big change for you. This is a really big commitment, even is what I'm hearing. You're going to feel very, very accomplished when you make this move forward. It's going to make you feel like you have accomplished something to close out the past chapter in your life and really open up this new one. Again, for some of you, I'm getting that this wasn't a very healthy relationship. She is hiding herself from her partner right now to hide what she's doing because she knows that he won't approve. Like, for some of you, this was a very, very toxic, unhealthy situation. And for some of you, it wasn't even necessarily toxic. It just wasn't the healthiest situation. And it's time for you to leave that behind. It might feel really hard at first, but I'm getting like when you drop that baggage, when you let go of that monkey on your shoulders, you'll be able to breathe so much better. You'll be able to feel so much better and more comfortable. Your life will be a lot more peaceful, is what I'm getting. Some of you may have been dealing with arguments lately. Like, your house especially might be very argumentative right now. If not your house, then like your job or wherever you are finding yourself in the environment with these people. Basically, arguments might have been following you around lately. I'm getting that your energy has been clashing with the people around you. They can just kind of sense that you're moving on too. They can sense that you don't really have a space there anymore because you've outgrown it, and they are fighting it. Like, you are having, I'm getting almost like energetic warfare. Like, things are just clashing right now and it's disrupting your peace. Like, look at the actual lightning in the background of this card. There's a whole lot of disrupted peace going on right now that doesn't have to be happening, and that will go away the second that you start to move forward. And we've got the Star to cap off the five card line. The Star is all about hope. It's all about wishful thinking. Look at how hopeful her face is. She doesn't necessarily have the wish yet, but she's making that wish on that star, right? I'm getting that you have been wanting a change. You have been wanting to break away from the situation that you found yourself in. And for some of you, you just don't know if that's the right choice. For some of you, you just don't know if you have what it takes to really move forward on your own. And this is your validation that you do. This is your validation that you have everything that you need within yourself. You don't need anyone else's validation. You don't need anyone else to tell you that you're worthwhile. You are so incredibly worth more. I had to tell Pile 1 this too. This is just the message coming through. You're worth so much more than you realize. And I'm getting specifically, you're worth a lot more than people have been making you feel recently. I'm getting that you may have been feeling neglected or taken for granted. And if that's the case, again, that's not, you deserve better than that. You deserve a better situation than that. You deserve a healthier situation than that. And your energy is pushing you towards that. I'm getting that you'll find healthier connections where you're going. You've definitely learned the lessons that you were meant to learn from unhealthy connections. You're going to move forward into a much healthier, better connections coming towards you. You just have to close this chapter out. You just have to leave this chapter in the past. And we've got Temperance again at the bottom of the deck. You'll find health. You'll find peace. Again, for some of you, you'll find literal physical health. Like, your health will actually improve. I'm getting that for some of you, this might have been eating away at you as far as like anxieties go. Like, you might have been having like issues with your anxieties lately because of everything going on. You're going to find peace when you move forward. Some of you have been having trouble sleeping lately too. If that's the case, know that your energy is just telling you that you're in the wrong spot. That's, again, it feels almost like energetic warfare. Like your energy is pushing you to get away from the spot that you're at. It's pushing you away from the connections that you have right now. All right. What more can we know, please, about what your current energy is like? What is your current vibe? I'm getting the energy of starting something and not thinking that you'll like it as much as you do, and realizing at the end that you love it. It was perfect for you. It ended up being exactly what you needed. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting with this first step. The first couple steps out of your comfort zone, the first couple steps away from this chapter, they're going to feel very awkward. They're going to feel almost like they don't fit. Know that it's just your energy readjusting itself. Know that it's just you getting used to being in a new environment. It's just you getting used to being out there again, moving towards a new chapter. It's not meant to feel necessarily like a second skin. Transformations are always difficult. Transformations always come with some kind of toll or tax. And know that when you start moving and it feels just a little bit uncomfortable at first, that's how it's meant to feel. You're meant to feel like you're growing into a bigger space, because that's exactly what you're doing. Growing pains. All right, what more can we know, please, about what your current energy is? What is your current vibe? Some of you have been really wanting to move towards like a hobby or like an occupation, even for some of you, and you don't know if you have what it takes, or you feel like you don't have what it takes, especially if this is something that involves like your talent, like your subjective talent as an artist, or like your appearance subjectively as a person. Especially if you feel like you're lacking in either of those regards, know that that's not the case. If you want to go after something, if you want to go towards a goal, go for it. This is your push to go for it. You have everything that you need to accomplish what you're looking for. And we've got malady. Yeah, where you're sitting at right now feels wrong. It's making you sick. Again, for some of you, moving away from this chapter in your life will literally make you healthier. It will literally bring better health into your life. It's unfortunate, but it's your energy, like at that point, it's your energy physically manifesting and letting you know that like you're not supposed to be where you're at. You are supposed to be moving on, and you're supposed to be moving forward. You will feel a lot better once you do. And we've got joyfulness. You're going to feel a lot better once you move on from that sickness, once you move away from that darkness that you've been sitting in. And for some of you, I'm getting that it has been very dark. You've been going through a rather dark period in your life. This movement, this getting away from it, it will make you feel a lot better. It will bring a lot of, I'm getting, again, peace. It'll bring a lot of peace to your life. Peace that you've desperately been needing. I'm getting that some of you have been like having trouble sleeping. Some of you have been like having issues with anxiety attacks lately. If that's the case, and as a I'm nobody. I am just some guy. But if you have been having issues like sleeping, eating, anxiety attacks, stuff like that, one, don't, if you have someone to talk to, and especially if you have a professional to talk to in the form of like a doctor or a therapist, don't hold that in. Make sure that you talk to someone about it. Make sure that you're getting this energy out. It will naturally guide you in the right direction. I'm getting that, like, if you talk to the right people, they will tell you the same thing. They will naturally guide you in the direction away from where you're at, because that's the healthiest move for you right now, moving away from where you're at. And we've got falseness. You're definitely holding a stiff lip, though. I'm getting that you've been trying, especially if this involves another person. I'm getting that you've been trying, you've been putting in the work. And if things aren't working out how you've been doing them, know that you're not failing. It's not failing. You just need a different plan. Like, if things haven't necessarily been panning out the way that you've been doing things, then the only real failure would be refusing to try and change anything. You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to change things that are obviously making you unhappy and obviously making you uncomfortable. If you have to force yourself to pretend to be happy, then things aren't right. You know what I mean? And we've got reunion. Oof. You will not know, especially if this is about a person romantically, when you move on, they will realize what they lost. Regardless of who this is, when you move on, these people are going to realize what they lost. These situations, these places, they're going to feel the absence that you leave behind, and they're going to want you back. If that's part of the anxiety, feeling like they won't want you, feeling like, if part of the anxiety is rejection or feeling like it won't matter that you leave, know that it will. Know that your presence will be missed. People are definitely going to notice that you're gone, especially if this is a romantic situation. Know that they will definitely realize, maybe a little bit too late, but they will definitely realize what they had. You always realize what you had once it's gone, right? And we've got service. You have been working very hard to keep other people happy, is what I'm getting. And it's time for you to let other people keep you happy. It's time for you to allow other people to serve you. Like, service popped up right over the star card where she's wishing, where she's hoping. Like, you have been taking care of other people. You have been making other people happy. You have been prioritizing other people. It's time for you to prioritize yourself. And it's time for other people to prioritize you. It's time for that. It's time for that change to be made. You deserve to be taken care of the way that you take care of other people. And your energy is pushing you towards that direction. Your energy understands that it's not right for that. It's not right for someone with a big heart, a giant caring heart, to be taken advantage of. Your energy is trying to take you away from a situation that isn't the healthiest because it is taking advantage of your big heart. And we've got the letter. Communication is key here. Again, I'm getting that this won't be easy. This isn't going to be an easy separation. For some of you, it might do you well to plan out what you're going to say ahead of time, especially if this is like a romantic situation. I'm getting that ghosting isn't the best. I'm getting that ghosting obviously is not the best way to go. Like, you are going to get a chance to stay. And, like, honestly, I'm getting state your grievances. Before you leave, you're going to get a chance to speak your mind. You're going to get a chance to let people know why you're leaving. Before you close out this chapter in your life, you're going to get the opportunity to share why this chapter has been so difficult for you and to actually come to terms with how hard things have been for you before you move forward into a fresh new chapter. It's going to be difficult, but it's going to be so, so very worth it in the end. And I hope it feels as freeing and light as it feels to me right now, to think about shrugging off this kind of burden and really focusing on yourself and letting other people focus on you too, take care of you too. You deserve that. You deserve it, especially after taking care of so much other people, because I'm definitely getting that you've put in a lot of work to taking care of other people. It's time for you to be taken care of. All right, loves, that is what I've got for you. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I will see you next time. Bye. And we are on pile number 3 with the 8 of Spades. Now, 8 of Spades is indicative of 8 of Swords energy. Already we're getting restraint. I'm getting that you've been holding yourself back. You've been holding yourself back from your full potential for some reason. Yeah, there's something almost impatient about this energy. Your energy feels like it's chomping at the bit. Energetically, you know that you can do the world and the sun. Energetically, I'm getting that you know that you can have it all. Like you can go for it. You can have it all. You just have to be willing to go for it. Yeah, the Lovers, you have to make that choice. All right. Let's see what more we can get. What more can we know, please, about what your current energy is? What is your current vibe? I'm getting misunderstood. You may have dealt with being misunderstood throughout your life. Like, I'm getting even like purposeful misunderstanding. Like, you may have dealt with people purposefully misreading you or like reading your words in bad faith. And it's resulted in this situation where you hold yourself back. I'm getting specifically, especially around other people. And that's not where you're supposed to be right now. Your energy knows it's like chomping at the bit. You're meant to shine right now. You're meant to be in a spotlight. That rest period is done. We're back to that collective energy. That rest period for you is over, and your energy knows that. You may have been feeling impatient recently, like life is going too slow, almost. And we've got the Moon, the Three of Wands, and the Ace of Coins. Yeah, you might have been feeling almost off. Like, intuitively, you know that, like, you're not exactly in the right position. It's because you're meant to be shining right now. You're meant to be in a spotlight. And that's not where you are yet. Your energy is pushing you towards a spotlight, though. The Three of Wands is indicative of moving forward. Two of Wands is preparation energy, right? Three of Wands is moving forward and accomplishing those preparations, really putting all of those plans into motion, right? And the Ace of Coins is starting over, starting something fresh, planting a new seed, starting something new. You are definitely being guided to really spread your wings right now, to really embrace your full potential is what I'm getting. Yeah, the 7 and 8 of coins, and they popped out in order, the 7 and 8 of coins. Your work is going to see a lot of progress soon. Whatever you've been putting the most work into, whatever you've been funneling the most energy into, you're going to see a lot of progress in that area soon. You're going to see a lot of validation in your work soon. Energetically, you're being pushed to really put yourself out there. You're being pushed to really embrace your talents, to really embrace the gifts that you bring to the table. I'm getting soon you're going to... The Three of Wands and the Moon popping out again. Soon you're going to really see just how much you bring to the table. Soon you're going to really see just how much people need you. If you've been feeling recently like almost like you're unneeded, almost like you are... like you could walk away and no one would realize that you were gone. Understand that that is not the case. Understand that that is not the case. Soon you're going to realize just how important your presence is. Soon you're going to realize just how... energetically you already know this. Energetically you're being pushed to really put yourself out there, to really put your work out there, to really put yourself into your work, to trust that you won't have to face rejection in the face of putting your whole heart into something, basically. The Three of Wands, again, is about moving forward. The Moon is a sort of blockage, though. The Moon is almost a sort of... The Moon can bring illusionary thoughts, right? The Moon can bring about thoughts of, are we good enough? Is our work good enough? And that Moon has been blocking you. Yeah, Page of Coins energy. What you've been working hard. You've definitely been working hard, but you've still been holding yourself back. You're being pushed energetically to really get yourself into your work, to really put your heart and soul into your work. If you're sensitive to rejection, I totally get that. And I totally understand not wanting to put your whole self into your work for fear of having someone throw your whole self back in your face. You know what I mean? Creativity and the things we make, it's very sensitive, it's very personal to us. Our goals, our dreams, these are all very personal things, you know what I mean? You're being guided to really go after what you want. You are being guided to really put yourself out there. And this is almost the energy of competition. Some of you might be looking into like competing for something. This might be like an actual legitimate competition. But for some of you, this is more like trying to shine in your workplace or trying to shine in your classroom. You know what I mean? This is more about standing out from a sea of people who are all trying to do the exact same thing. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. This is about a wish coming true. You're very well loved spiritually. You're definitely well loved spiritually. That's part of why you're getting this energetic push. You have a lot more talent than you give yourself credit for. A lot more talent than you give yourself credit for. And even you holding yourself back, I'm getting, still blows people out of the water. When you actually start like really trying, when you actually start really putting yourself into your work and putting yourself out there, people are going to be amazed at what you come out with, I'm getting. Yeah, but this is definitely the energy of a wallflower. This is definitely the energy of holding yourself back for fear of what might happen if you go all the way, basically. And it's important in moments like that to remember that, yeah, things could fall apart, but things could also get a lot better too. Things could also like genuinely fall into place. I'm sorry, I should have put my hair up. Alright. What more can we know, please, about what your energy is right now? What is your vibe right now? And we've got the Queen of Cups. Your intuition is on point right now. Intuitively, that's part of what this energetic push is. Intuitively, you know that you're supposed to be putting yourself out there right now. I'm getting intuitively, you can tell, you can feel that there's like a change in the water. There's like something changing around you. Times are changing. Things are shifting for you. You are meant to be in a spotlight. You are no longer meant to be a wallflower. You are no longer meant to chill on the sidelines. You're no longer meant to hang out in the back of the spotlight, basically. You are meant to be front and center. This is your time to shine. And I'm getting for some of you that can feel really, like it feels really uncomfortable. You're going to really have to get used to being in the spotlight. It's okay. You've got it. You've got everything that you need. You've got everything that you need to shine. And we've got the Five of Wands. Yeah, that competition energy coming out again. For some of you, this is definitely a legitimate competition. If you have been considering putting yourself out there, joining some sort of competition, doing something like competing in something, basically, this is your sign to do it. This is your sign that you have what it takes to win. You can do this. And if you've been trying to be noticed for a promotion of any sort, if that has been on the table for you recently, keep doing what you're doing is what I'm getting. Like, you don't even have to do anything different, really. Keep doing what you're doing. And you will see progress. If you put yourself out there, though, if you really throw yourself into your work, that progress will come much, much faster. You're a very diligent worker. You're diligent and you are, I'm getting the word sincere. Even like anyone who works with, for, or like anyone who you work for, anyone who works for you, anyone who works with you, very, very fortunate. You are a wonderful team player is what I'm getting. Anyone would be very lucky to have you on their side. All right. Let's see. What more can I know, please, about what your current energy is like? What is your current vibe? I'm seeing the Tower energy. Things are about to really shake up for you. And the thing about the I really actually love the Tower card. I really like when things get shaken up for me. I'm not somebody who likes peace and quiet. So when I think of the Tower card, know that I think that it's a good thing. And I keep seeing the Tower card in my head for you. Change is coming. A lot of big changes coming for you. Things are about to get shaken up in a really, really good way. You're about to be put, you and your talents are about to be put in the spotlight that I'm getting you've deserved for a very, very long time. Especially if you've been waiting for some kind of promotion, or especially if you've been waiting for some kind of acknowledgement of your talents. This is your time to shine, and you are going to get that attention that you've been deserving for a very, very long time. And we've got the 10 of Cups. Happiness is on its way to you. Happiness is on its way to you. I'm getting that your energy feels almost impatient because intuitively, and again, your intuition is on point right now, intuitively, you know that happiness is on its way to you. You might have been going through a rather dark time recently. If anyone is in the northern hemisphere and deals with seasonal depression, that is coming to mind. Like, I'm just seeing a lot of gray. I'm seeing a whole lot of like gray, dark clouds. If you've been going through a depressed phase recently, if you have been dealing with those kinds of dark emotions, know that happiness is on its way to you. Sunshine is on its way to you very, very soon. The 10 of Cups is about wholesome, family, full-hearted energy with people who you love and people who you consider to be your family. You are going to be in the spotlight soon, getting validation from people who matter to you. Like, not just validation, but validation that really, really matters to you soon. Look at how they are in the exact center. Like, people are watching them, people are proud of them, happy for them. They're a full little family, right? You and your talents, your works are going to be put in that spotlight soon, and you'll see and get a lot of validation from people and things that you have really wanted it from for a long time. And the Ace of Cups, and it'll fill your heart. It'll make your heart feel brand new. 10 to 1 again in the exact same suit. It will also make you feel very rejuvenated. Again, I get that you've been working for like a second. This is the energy of like putting your head down and really grinding, really putting in the work. You have been working for a second at what you've been doing. And this is your time to get the acknowledgement for what you're doing and re-spark that drive for it. Like, I'm getting tired, like weariness. And that'll happen when you're not getting any kind of notice for all of the hard work that you've been doing. You know what I mean? Like, it'll tire you out constantly being overlooked or constantly feeling overlooked. Getting this validation, getting this notice, this acknowledgement, it'll make you want to do your work again. It'll reignite that passion that you have for what you do. You have all of the talent. You have more than enough talent. All you really need is that renewal to your drive, that last push to really put your heart into your work. And we've got the Lovers. Now, all of this is very, very full-hearted energy. You really love what you do. You genuinely love what you do, and you genuinely love the people around you. I'm getting energetically, you're being drawn right now to people who you care about, people who you love. You're being guided to follow that draw. You're being guided to spend time with people who you care about. And I'm getting that the people who you care about are right now very sound places to find advice from. Like, you should lean on the people who are in your life and who you care for, people who you consider to be your family. You should be leaning on them right now, especially if you're going through a difficult time, like emotionally, or especially if you've been dealing with any kind of depression. I am some guy, by the way. I am nobody. I am just some guy on the internet. But if you have been dealing with any kind of depression, don't be afraid to reach out for help. That is where you're being guided right now, especially. Do not be afraid to lean on the people in your life. I get that you might have been feeling lonely recently. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. I'm getting that there are definitely people who are more than willing to reach back. I'm getting that you come off as very busy. Again, very diligent workers, very, very hard worker energy. You come off as someone who's very, very busy, or at least appears to be very busy. So I don't think the people in your life want to bother you. I think that they all kind of assume that if you want to hang out, or you want to talk, or you want to be involved with anyone, you'll contact them. You know what I mean? But I also understand how that can be overwhelming, always having to be the person who reaches out, especially when you are going through something. But that first step is the hardest step, and it's the one that you're being guided to take right now. And we've got the Three of Cups. Yeah, with that friendship energy. Look at them sharing tea and coffee. Like, with that friendship energy, you're definitely being guided to rely on your friends right now. You're being guided to rely on the people in your life who you can trust, the people in your life who you would consider to be people you love. And the Seven of Swords. Now, this particular Seven of Swords is there's a certain type of fear in it, right? With the shadow playing on the rock, scaring the little coyote. There's almost Nine of Swords energy here. There's a level of like paranoia, or a level of fear there. And I'm getting that that fear is holding you back, specifically from really putting yourself out there, in both the sense of your work and your need to rely on people. Like, no man is an island, right? And I get that it can be, again, that has been a decent chunk of your reading, the fact that it can be very, very scary to put yourself out there. And especially if you've had bad situations with people in the past being not supportive of you. And I'm getting that for some of you, that is definitely the case. You've had really bad situations in the past with people not being exactly supportive of you, and not helping you out when you've really needed them to help you out. Understand that you have better people in your life now. That is where you're being guided. You're being guided to really follow your heart, both in your work, to putting your whole heart into your work, so you actually can feel rejuvenated and like, I'm getting in love with the work you do again, like falling in love with your work again, falling in love with your passion again. And also putting yourself out there in the sense of reconnecting with people in your life, finding the people who really care about you, and allowing them to care for you, basically allowing them to tell you that they care for you, especially if you're going through difficult times. And we've got the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card traditionally has an angel with a trumpet literally calling people from the dead. It's literally a call. Like, you're being guided to call people up. You're being guided to contact the people in your life. And the same way that he sees the sun there when he does, you'll feel a lot better when you do. I'm getting that you'll feel a lot more confident once you start really reconnecting with people in your life again. You're going to feel a lot more confident in your work and in your ability to really shine, because we're wrapping back around to the beginning, the energy at the very beginning of your reading, where you're very restrained. You've been very restrained. Your energy feels almost impatient. It feels like it really wants to shine, like it knows that it's supposed to be shining right now. You are supposed to be shining right now. I'm getting that when you start really reconnecting with people, it'll be a lot easier to see yourself in that situation. It'll be a lot easier with support to really put yourself out there and to really shine. All right. What more can we know, please? About what your energy is. What is your energy like right now? What is your current vibe? And we've got hope. Yeah, your energy knows that there's better things on the horizon for you. And the way that she's blindfolded there, even intuitively, you can feel it. Intuitively, you can feel the sunshine on the horizon. But I'm getting that right now it's been a tricky period for you for a second now. I'm getting it's been a long winter, whether you're going through winter right now or not. Don't lose hope. You're definitely being guided not to lose hope. And your energy is so strong. Like, again, your energy feels almost impatient. It knows that good things are coming. Intuitively, you know that good things are coming. You are being guided to just try to be a little bit more patient. No one likes having to hear that, but just try to be a little bit more patient. Energetically, you can tell that something good is on the way. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith in the good things that are coming towards you. And Sweetheart. And Sweetheart right over the Ace of Cups. I'm getting for some of you, this is a new love. And there's a lot of love energy here. The Lovers literally came out. And hope with the couple and their baby in the Ten of Cups. Also is indicative of if someone is trying for a child, now is a very auspicious time for that. If anyone is trying for a child, now is a very, very auspicious time for that. For anyone who's single, the Ace of Cups and the Sweetheart card are indicative of a love on the horizon. Someone is coming towards you. Good things are coming towards you. And we've got the Widower, and bad things are ending. Not only are bad things ending, I'm getting that you're going to choose to end bad things. You're going to put bad things that have been in your life to bed, to rest. The Widower comes up right over the Lover's card. The Lover's card traditionally is about choices. I'm getting that you are going to choose to put some bad things in your life to rest. I'm getting some lasting baggage in your life, stuff that has been weighing on you for a long time. You're going to choose soon to really let that stuff go. Let it stop weighing you down. And we've got the Service card. And the Service card is coming up right over the Three of Cups. I'm getting let people serve you. I'm getting let the people in your life care about you. This is a very, very lonely energy. I'm getting that you've been shouldering a lot of weight for a long time now. And you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to go through things alone. You're being guided to really lean on the people in your life and allow them to care for you. Allow them to care for you the way you would care for them. It's only fair. If you care about them, they should be allowed to care about you too. And we've got Reunion at the bottom of the deck. Reach out to the people in your life. There are people who really miss you right now, especially if you've been lonely, especially if you've been going through a really rough time mentally. Don't be afraid to reach out to the people in your life. There are people who really, really care about you and would love to hear from you. You're very well loved. You're an incredibly well loved person. If you haven't been feeling that way lately, then it's time to change that. All right, loves, that is what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I will see you next time. Bye. All right, last but certainly not least, we are on pile number 4 with the King of Clubs. Now, the King of Clubs is indicative of Leo energy. Already, I'm getting very, very creative energy, very artistic energy almost. If not artistic necessarily, this is the energy of building something, creating something. You are in a very, very auspicious period of your life to create, to build things, to make things. And your energy feels really creative. Your energy is feeling, I'm feeling very, this feels very free flowing. Very go with the flow, almost jellyfish vibes. All right. What more can we know, please, about what your current energy is like? Yeah, and we've got the 8 of Cups. You're moving away from, I'm getting you're moving out of a rather dark period in your life. I'm seeing the King of Wands in this particular deck is, it's depicted by a phoenix. I'm getting the energy of moving out, moving away from a rather hard period in your life. You're moving into a much sunnier, much more fun chapter of your life. And I'm getting that energetically you are very, very prepared for that. Some of you might deal with anxiety, though. If anxiety is something that you deal with, know that you're in a really safe place right now. Especially if that darker period of your life involved being rather unstable, like materially, like physically, you were in a rather unstable part of your life. And now you're having to readjust to being in a little bit more stable period of your life. Know that the anxieties that you feel are justified, but you're in a very safe space right now. Energetically, you're just trying to protect yourself. If you randomly get like nervous or jittery, understand that energetically you haven't quite moved out of survivor mode yet. Energetically, you're just trying to prep yourself for what could potentially be a survival situation. You're not in a survival situation anymore. You don't have to have those kinds of impulses anymore. It's not, it takes getting used to, but it's a very nice feeling when you can finally like let yourself let go of those kinds of worries. Especially if you had to work as hard as I'm feeling you did to get yourself out of the situations that you were in, like to get yourself into a better spot mentally, physically, regardless of the situation. I'm getting that it was a lot of work to get to where you are right now. You deserve to be proud. You deserve to understand that you're in a much more solid place, and it's because you put in the effort, you put in the work. All right. What more can we know, please, about what your current energy is? What is your current vibe? And we've got the 3 of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely moving out of a very, very rough period in your life. For some of you, this involved a betrayal of some sort. This involved someone who you really cared about showing you that you maybe shouldn't have trusted them as much as you trusted them. Regardless of the situation, though, this is a period of your life that has been very, very heavy, both emotionally and I'm getting like physically too. Like physically, this has been taking a toll on you, even. It's a lot. Heartbreak, anxieties related to those kinds of things. It takes a toll on someone mentally and physically. And I'm getting that you've been through a very, very difficult patch in your life recently, and you are coming out, you're like fresh on the other side of that. You're fresh on the new chapter of your life, to where like the wound is still fresh. You still haven't completely healed over yet. This is the 3 of Swords, not the 5 of Cups, you know what I mean? This is about actively being in that pain and actively being in that moment. You are moving out of a bad period in your life, but that doesn't stop the bad period in your life from existing, or from having existed and having been something that you really need to deal with and really need to process. I'm getting the people in your life should be patient with you right now, is what I'm getting. Like, you're not wrong to expect patience and comfort from the people in your life right now, especially if you have just been through a very trying time in your life. You're not wrong to want support right now. And we've got the 2 of Coins. Yeah, look at how she's holding her baby there. Like, you're not wrong to want support right now. You're not wrong to maybe need a little bit of support right now. The 2 of Coins is all about balance, right? It's all about keeping a good work-life balance, just keeping a good balance in your life. I'm getting that you are getting back to that point where you can have balance in your life again, and you might need a little bit of help. Don't be afraid to rely on the people around you, and don't don't let anyone make you feel like you shouldn't be relying on the people around you. You've been through a very trying time in your life, and you deserve support right now. You would deserve support if you hadn't been through a very trying time in your life. Everyone deserves support, but you are fresh coming out of a rather rough period in your life, and you deserve to be comforted for that. You deserve to have someone or multiple someones help you through it. And we've got the 4 of Cups. Now, the 4 of Cups traditionally depicts someone literally turning away from a cup being offered to them. You are being guided to accept people who are reaching out to you. If there are people reaching out to you, you're being guided to accept them. I'm getting an almost prickly vibe energetically. Like, again, I have a feeling that this past period in your life, there was definitely it involved other people, regardless of what and how. It involved other people. I'm getting that for a lot of you, this is like strong betrayal energy. And that's why it's so difficult to rely on people around you now. You're being guided, though, to accept any sort of help or support that is being offered to you, not to turn away, especially from emotional support right now. No man is an island. I've already said that even in this reading. Like, no man is an island. You can't do it alone, and you shouldn't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. And we've got the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is all about answers and communication. You will find answers that you're looking for if you reach out to the people around you. I'm getting that you might be going through, things might feel a lot more complicated right now than they actually are. And that comes again with coming out of a survival mode. Like, you are being guided not to overthink things right now. I'm getting that overthinking things also is probably leading you to overthinking things can really work someone up emotionally. You know what I mean? It can really like cause someone to question the people around them, what's being said to them, how it's being said to them. Like, you are being guided right now to cut straight to the point. This Ace of Swords is depicted by the Gordian knot. The Gordian knot was a puzzle that was supposed to be undone. No one could undo it. Alexander the Great came through and they told him that it was an impossible puzzle, and he took his sword out and chopped it in half. And it was done. He had unraveled the Gordian knot. No one said he couldn't do that. You're being guided not to overthink things right now. If someone offers you support, don't look for motive or anything behind what they're doing. If you are in a good situation, if something good happens to you, if something lucky happens to you, don't overthink it. Don't make yourself feel like bad things are coming now just because a good thing has happened. Like, don't overthink things. Don't put yourself in a headspace where you're paranoid every time something good happens to you or every time a new person comes into your life. I know that it can be really hard. You're definitely being reaffirmed in the fact that that's not an easy task to handle at all. But it is where you're being guided energetically right now. It is definitely where your energy is pushing you. Your energy is pushing you towards other people, and your energy is asking you not to overthink things right now, to really go with the flow, to really follow your heart, to really like head over or heart over head right now, basically, to really follow your heart, to really let your intuition lead you. Your intuition right now is pretty on point. You're not going to be led astray if you follow your heart and you follow your intuition. And we've got the Three of Coins. And you're being guided to show off. You're being guided to show off a little bit right now. I'm getting that you're being guided to channel any hurt that you're feeling into manifesting. This is the creativity vibe that we were feeling at the very beginning of your reading. Like, you're being guided to take any lingering pain, any lingering hurt that you've been feeling, and really channel it into creation, really channel it into making something out of nothing. Really put your energy towards, your reading started with a 3 and ended with a 3, and the 3 that it ended with was the 3 of Pentacles. Anything that you put your energy into right now, you're going to see a lot of success in. Not just a lot of success, but a lot of notice. Like, if you are creative especially, or if you're a business person, I'm also getting business person. If you are a creative or a business person, especially, right now is your time to shine. Right now is your time to really put yourself and put your work out there, put your ideas out there. You're going to be met with very positive feedback right now. Right now is an incredibly auspicious time for you to be creating things, for you to be manifesting stuff. You are in a very, very strong manifestation energy. As long as you guide that, as long as you focus that energy, you're golden. You'll start seeing, I'm seeing 9 of Cups energy. You'll start seeing miracles happen for you, and it won't take very long. You're in a very, very auspicious time for manifestation. The things that you put your energy towards, it really matters right now. You're being guided to really, really be like conscientious of where you put your energy towards, because it can be really easy to get lost in the darkness of coming out of a bad time. It can be really easy to let a bad chapter of your life continue to take from you because of how the trauma of it lingers. You're being guided right now to really refocus that energy, that 4 of Cups. You're being guided to take that cup rather than turn away from it. Notice how like she's completely missing the singing, like the songbird behind her. You're being guided to take what life gives you and really, really move with it right now. Really go with the flow and allow life to move you. And we've got the 3 of Wands. Yeah, any plans that you make are going to be very lucky right now. You're going to see a lot of luck in the plans that you make right now. That's the third 3 too. Again, you're in strong manifestation energy right now. This is a very, very potent time for you. And we've got the Sweetheart coming out. You're a very, very good person. I'm getting that you're a good person. You didn't deserve the bad things that happened to you. No one deserves bad things that happen to them, but I'm getting that you're a very sweet person and you didn't... You're being guided not to let past traumas define you from here on out, basically. I'm trying to find the best way to say that. And I think that's it. You're being guided to not let past traumas define who you are moving forward, because you are going to see a lot of great things moving forward if you allow the sunshine to enter your life. You're definitely being guided to redirect all of your energy towards manifesting, towards bringing new things into your life, drawing rather than repelling. Some of you might be really confused right now. Like, you might be going through a really, really confusing period in your life right now. Know that it's okay to take your time, basically. Like, know that it's okay to take your time. We touched on this earlier with the answers and the Ace of Swords, but like, answers are going to come to you very naturally soon. Like, you're in a period of your life where, as long as you let your energy free flow, as long as you let yourself follow through the motions, you'll get to where you're going, and you'll get to where you're going in style. I'm getting like, you are on path to find the answers that you're looking for right now. You just need to trust the process and trust the path that you've chosen. All right. What more can we know, please? About what your current energy is. What is your current vibe? All right, we've got the letter. So already I'm getting like, reunion. That's the card that I'm thinking of. Reunion card from the Sibila deck. Someone is going to reach out to you soon. There's going to be someone who reaches out to you soon. And I'm getting that this is someone who hurt you. Someone who was not the kindest to you. If you're feeling trepidatious lately, if you've been feeling like a sense, I'm getting like a sense of impending doom almost, like there's something negative coming towards you on the horizon, there's a big chance that this communication is what that is. Energetically, you're just being warned that there is someone specifically on their way to you that I can't speak for their intentions. But I can say that they're coming across as someone who has really hurt you in the past. So you're being guided to be careful with them. You're definitely being guided to take things slowly if you intend to let them back into your life, because I'm definitely getting that they're going to want back into your life. For some of you, this is someone who they're going to start this off by saying they want closure of some sort. That is not the case. This person wants back into your life, and you're definitely being guided to be cautious of them. You're being guided to be cautious of anyone who would hurt you and then come back into your life looking for a second chance. And we've got servant, and servant coming up right over the Two of Coins. The Two of Coins is all about, at its simplest form, it's about juggling like daily tasks. You know what I mean? Right now, you're being guided to focus on yourself. I'm getting that you've taken care of a lot of people in your lifetime. This is definitely the energy of someone who, even down to the image on the card holding that child, like, this is the energy of someone who's taken care of a lot of people in their lifetime. You're being guided right now to focus on yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of you. You deserve the care that you have always offered to other people. Energetically, you are being guided to focus on yourself. And I'm getting nurture your own creativity. Creativity keeps coming back up in your reading. You are definitely in a very auspicious time to create. You're in a heavy, heavy manifestation period in your life right now. Again, where you put your energy towards, where you put your thoughts towards, where you put your efforts towards, you'll see very fast progress, and you'll see very fast returns, very quick returns. Again, if you are an artist, if you are a business person, especially, right now is a great time to really to really implement your talents, to really let yourself shine, to really push and get the attention that you have deserved on your work for a very long time now. And we've got the service coming up right after the servant. Definitely focus on yourself. You're definitely being guided to focus on yourself. And I don't think it's a coincidence that these messages to focus on yourself are coming up right after the message that someone is going to be coming back into your life. If this person who's coming back into your life is coming back into your life because they need things from you, regardless of how you handle them, energetically, you are being guided to make sure that you focus on yourself, to make sure that you put more energy towards yourself than you put towards other people. That's a good rule of thumb. If there's someone in your life who you're putting more energy towards than yourself, try to find a way to make that balance. I get that there are some people who we have to care for as much as we care for ourselves. There are special situations for everyone. You know what I mean? But you're definitely being guided to find some level of balance. Make sure that you care for yourself at least as much as you care for the person you care for most in your life. This is the energy. What I keep hearing in my head is put on your own oxygen mask first. You are being guided to, you can't give from an empty cup. You're being guided to really refuel yourself. And honestly, this is supposed to be a fun period in your life. You're coming out of a very dark period in your life. You're coming out of a very, very hard period in your life. This is supposed to be a fun period. This is supposed to be a creative period. This is supposed to be a period in your life where good things happen to you. Don't be afraid to lean into that. Energetically, you're already being pushed in that direction. You're being pushed towards enjoying yourself, towards creativity, towards manifesting beautiful, wonderful things into your life. And we've got the Thief. Do not let anyone steal your joy. That's a very, very straightforward message. Do not let anyone steal your joy. Whoever this person is that's coming back, whoever this person is that is planning on contacting you, you energetically are your energy is rejecting them so bad. I am just some guy. I can't give you any kind of advice towards who you want back into your life. I can only say what I see. And what I see is that energetically you are bucking this person. This is someone who doesn't feel like they belong in your life, doesn't feel like they've belonged in your life for a long time, and doesn't feel like they have a whole lot of good things to offer you. In fact, I'm getting with Thief, I'm getting specifically that they steal from your ability to care for yourself. That's why this message of caring for yourself is so strong, following the heels of this person coming back into your life, or the message about this person coming back into your life. I get that they steal directly from your ability to care for yourself. And for a lot of you, I'm getting that that's your confidence. This is someone who really, really treads all over your confidence. If that's the case, know that the reason why they're coming back is because they can't replace you. Regardless of your relationship to this person, regardless of who they are or where in your life, If they're coming back, know that they're doing that because they can't replace you. They're not allowed to make you feel any certain way about your confidence when they want you back in their life. And we've got gift because you are a gift. You are a gift and you have a lot of gifts. Gift came out right over the Three of Pentacles. You are not only a gift in and of yourself, you have been very gifted in your life. And anyone who is in your life gets to partake in those gifts. So the people who hurt you that want back into your life, they know that. They understand that. Of course they do. They were forced to be separated from your energy. And we've got Merchant. Merchant coming up to round this off. Again, this keeps coming back to the original message of this is an incredibly auspicious time for you creatively. These two messages merging. This is an incredibly auspicious time for you to be creating, a very auspicious time for you to be manifesting. Unfortunately, good things happening, your light shining will draw moths, it'll draw bugs, you know what I mean? Just be careful of who your warmth attracts and who you allow into your inner circle, who you allow to be there for all of your wins and for all of the fun that's coming into your life, because you are entering a very fun chapter in your life. All right, loves, that is what I've got for you. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I will see you next time. Bye.